Well, salutations everyone. My name is Deanna Arpeggio. And this is the story about how I went from a disfavored member of my family to America's golden child. But first, hit like and subscribe. All that I remember about my mom is that she passed on when I was 2.5. At 5 years old, he remarried one of his college friends, Eileen Hollingsworth. She has a daughter named Tabitha, who is around the same age as me. I was elated when I first met the Hollingsworths. Which means, no more lonely days at home. From now on, I'll have a permanent play date who'll stick by me through thick and thin. But, that was just wishful thinking on my part. Like her mom, Tabby has a super cold and nasty heart. Those jealous psychos had it out for me since the very beginning. It all started on our first Christmas together. I sprinted to the living room to see what Santa gave me that year. But when I got there,
What in the Matrix, Hal?
I saw Tabby throwing a big hissy fit about the presents she received. There was a stuffy bear thrown on the floor, and a burned Xbox One.
Tabby, what's going on?
Then, Tabby furiously stomped up to me and shouted,
If I don't get a good gift, then I wouldn't let you get any either. You got a teddy and an Xbox One. And what do I get? A basketball. A freaking basketball. Okay. And so what? So what? So what? Didn't Santa know how much I hate basketball? If you think you deserve to get better stuff than me, you're sadly mistaken. Humph.
By that moment, I realized what happened to my presents. Dad and Eileen turned a blind eye to Tabby's actions, and bought her a box full of teddy bears, and an Xbox One with tons of games, while I was stuck with Tabby's basketball. To be honest, I too hate basketball. After marrying Eileen, Dad barely took my side, because he's afraid of losing his second wife in any way. As the years went by, my relationship with my dad continued to hit rock bottom. And in no time, Tabby became the favorite child of the family. Ever since I can remember, I always loved cartoons. I was so fascinated by the sounds of their different voices that I started to imitate them. I begged Dad and Eileen to enroll me in voice acting classes for youngsters. But, they obviously refused to do nothing of the kind. In fact, that favor was done for Tabby. This obviously broke my heart, but, I was determined to be a famous voice actress someday. Thank God for the internet though. I started to learn from helpful voiceover tutorials on YouTube. And my talent keeps on improving each day. But the thing was, that my family had no clue that I'm still learning different voices, despite their refusal. As per Tabs, she didn't improve, at all. But that doesn't mean Dad and Eileen could give up on her either. They kept on sending her to classes and hired the best tutors for her. But she just couldn't be as good as I am. In the meantime, my relationship with the Hollingsworths was getting much worse. Every day, they used to force me to do all the chores in the house, criticizing and poking fun of me in the process. I couldn't go against them, because Dad would yell at me, ground me for months, and send me to bed early, supperless. But it's thanks to cartoons, and my passion for voice acting, I prevented from going bonkers. Soon, I was able to do perfect impressions of Looney Tunes characters as well as Disney, Hanna-Barbera, Nickelodeon, DreamWorks, PBS Kids, Discovery Family, formerly known as The Hub, and even Adult Swim characters. I love to do them so much, that I decided to share my natural talent with the world. I started posting some of my voices on YouTube, with an anonymous name no less. I posted a total of 5 videos on it. That was unexpected of me, because I was an amateur. Fast forward a month. I woke up to see my stepmom and sister in my room.
Good morning, my darling Diana. Congratulations! You're now officially a famous voice actress.
Huh? Whatever do you mean?
Well, your videos are trending on every social media platform. So, will you do my sweet little Tabby Wabby a favor and include her in your videos? That way, she'll get some recognition as well.
I ignored them, and hopped out of bed without a peep. I opened my YouTube account, and I was shocked. My vids have 100,000 views each. And at least 200,000 subs. I was dancing around like crazy. Whilst Tabby stood there, and watched me with envy.
No fair. You don't deserve to be famous at all. I, on the other hand, am destined to be popular. It was pure luck that your videos have gotten viral. I'm much more prettier than you. So you better include me if you know what's good for you.
She shouted out of jealousy. By now, I was used to the habitual family drama. So I just ignored them, and walked away. One day, I played the role of Dora the Explorer.
Come on, vamonos. Everybody, let's go.
And that earned me 1 billion views within 2 days. It was unbelievable. Because everyone's accepting my voice and passion. That was all news to me, on the count of me not getting a single compliment in many years. In a little while, I started receiving so many offers from renowned brands to promote their products on my YouTube account. My 18th birthday came around. And that was the day I had my revenge on my putrid stepfamily. My stepmom wished me in an assuming tone. And Dad joined her.
Happy 18th, Dina.
We need to do something to celebrate your special day.
I have an idea. Why don't we go out to a fancy restaurant tonight?
That's odd. Because Dad and Eileen always acknowledges Tabby's birthdays. While not caring about mine. I knew exactly what they wanted, but I decided to hear it from them first. We were at one of the most super popular restaurants in town. When a beautiful waitress instantly recognized me. She even recited a line from one of my videos. And in no time, other customers started noticing me as well. Some wanted to take selfies with me. That drove Eileen and Tabby nuts on the inside. After barking our orders, Dad finally said what I had expected.
So, Deanna dear, I heard you made it big in the social media world. I always knew that you can do it. But you know, Tabby is a great actress, and she deserves to be famous too. But, she has little to no luck until now. She and Eileen had been asking you to include her in your videos for quite a while now, but you just ignore them. So I suggest you include her in her videos from now on. Got it?
I knew it. I just, freaking, knew it. So that's why they're celebrating my birthday this year. But I just ignored them again, and chowed down. While those green-eyed monsters watched me, with impatience in their eyes. Until I finally broke the silence, and coldly said, "Oh, hell, freaking, no."
What did you say?
Exactly what you've heard. Should have gotten the hint by now. People were watching the drama unfold. Well, if Dad thinks he could scare me anymore, he'd better think again. Well, so now you consider me your daughter after over 13 years, eh? I almost forgot I even had a dad. You don't care at all about me, or my achievements. You refuse to celebrate my past birthdays. Instead, you, alongside that evil mother-daughter duo, walked out on me to go elsewhere. But I wasn't worried, because I got friends. And they're happy to celebrate with me. I also got lots of birthday video calls from my aunties, uncles, and cousins over the years. At least they really cared. But, all that mattered to you, is Tabitha, freaking Hollingsworth. And the real reason why you were treating me this year, is to force me to help her. Like, what kind of fool do you take me for? I became an actress because you forbade me to take any classes for it. So, I had to take matters into my own hands. I had to work hard, every single solitary day to get where I am right now. Despite your nagging, and downplaying. Suddenly, there were thunderous cheers and applause from all the patrons. As I was yelling at them, I went overboard. And everyone heard me, and figured out the situation. Then Eileen said through a shout,
"Girl, you just got lucky because you were beautiful. You just don't have real talent."
Just then, people started booing her. Some even started filming us. And as for you, Eileen, you and your daughter were always jealous of me since childhood for the pettiest reasons. But now that you had one more reason to hate on me, you two can cry all you want together. Everyone erupted into more cheers and applause. And some of them were laughing. Oh snap, looks like I've hit the mark this time.
That's it, you ungrateful little brat. You don't deserve to be part of this family, you never did. I have only one daughter, and that's Tabitha Louise Hollingsworth. Consider yourself officially disowned.
Another round of boos and hisses erupted from the crowd. Well, that's just fine, Sherman. I need a real family, and God knows that you guys don't make the cut. I turned to our waitress. The food was amazing. Could you bring the bill? Since it's seemingly impossible to afford, I don't think my poor family, or should I say, ex-family can pay up. Thank you three for casting me away. Now, I can live in my own place. And just so you reprobates know, I'm a self-made billionaire now. I've been earning and saving up since my 12th birthday. And now that I'm of age, I can finally use the money for myself. Isn't that great? And thanks to my fame, and insane popularity, I bought myself a sexy mansion. So I suggest you stay, as far away from me, as possible. Fare thee freaking well, Arpeggio family. And with that, I proudly strutted out of the restaurant, and out of their lives, forever. The family tie cutting video went viral in a matter of days. The whole town was absolutely proud of me, for standing up to those bullies. And even more so, for the perfect timing. I had to get out of that super toxic rat hole, sooner or later. I continued my voiceover career, and I enjoyed it. My YouTube channel is growing stronger than ever. I started participating in open mic nights. And I was killing it every time. It was one of those open mic nights that I met my soulmate. His name is Melvin Scale, but he prefers to be called Mel. His parents co-owned that very bar that I performed at, and they introduced me to him. Much like me, he loves to do impressions. Now, the only difference was that I do impressions of cartoon characters, while Mel does impressions of celebrities. Either way, we instantly clicked, and became super fast friends. We did several collaborations on our impressions. And of course, everyone loved them. The bigger our fame grew, the more we realized that we make a great team. And, the deeper our feelings for each other has grown. That's how we started dating. It's been about 4 years since all that happened. I'm still famous to this day. People loved me for not only my voice, but my personality. As per the Hollingsworth Arpeggio family, after the restaurant incident, they were well known as the step family from hell. My extended family members are very disappointed in their behaviors. They were thinking about cutting all ties to them, permanently. Even Eileen's rich parents are thinking about removing her, along with Tabby, from their will. On the other hand, Mel and I are doing various live performances together. And people obviously still adore us, just for being ourselves. At the end of our latest gig, Mel finally popped the biggest question in front of everyone.
Deanna, my dear, will you make me the happiest man alive, and marry me?
Needless to say, I said yes. Now, I'm a happily married superstar, and, with a little Deanna on the way. And no one is more happier about it, than Mel, and I.
You said it, my queen.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed Deanna's story, then you know the rest. Take care, everyone. Until we meet again, this is Jazz Clown 1999 signing off.